Hello everyone, this is Harley from Garden FL and welcome to episode 8 of the Tropical Fruit Gardening Series. So in today's episode, we're actually going to be going to the farm in Punta Gorda to show you guys how the farm looked like. And hopefully today we can actually start planting some things in the ground. And overall, we're just going to be bringing more plants over. So yeah. Wow, this is really pretty to me. This is my my mango. And this is in a pot. And also, it recently just got a new flush of growth. And as you can tell, it's pretty brittle, but it looks really beautiful, kind of like the contrast and everything, it being in the pot. Now everything that you see here in the middle is going to go to the farm, and most of these things are going to be planted in the ground. Some of these things I'm looking forward to planting, like this wax bamboo. Some things are staying in the pot, like the figs, some sugar apples are going to go in the ground. And guys, look at this one. These already have their second flush of sugar apple flowers, and the sugar apples inside on the same plant are almost ready to be harvested. So these June plums are almost ready to be harvested. Now, you can either eat them green or you can wait till they get yellow. Now, someone told me that they actually taste like really good ripened mangoes when they're yellow. So I actually want to wait for these to go yellow just to see if that's true. So I was checking, and this sugar apple is actually super soft to the touch, so we're going to harvest it today. Now, you could always tell that it is ripe when you start to tell it's very soft, like this one. I want to harvest it before it falls, just because I'll be at the farm. I'm afraid that I'll lose track of it if I don't harvest it now. It outgrew the bag. So we're just gonna, I guess, cut it right here. And then it should hang, because this, ding ding. One-handed, guys, one-handed. And this should just yank out like that. See? This sugar apple. And we have one more sugar apple left in this tree. And it's pretty hard, so in a few days that should be ready. Here we have a better look at the fruit we just harvested. This is a Vietnamese variety. Very pretty. So here are all the plants we're going to be taking to the farm today. As you see, we have a mixture of, these are sugarloaf pineapple shoots, as well as, this is a chaya, I believe. And these are Thai dwarf mulberries. As well as we have a coconut palm, we have a cannistel as well. So we're going to bring these things to the farm today. And we also have a passion fruit vine. Hello everyone, so here we are at the farm. So as you see, this is what we're working with. Now this is just the very front and corner of my property. This is actually 1.25 acres, and this is a banana that my neighbor actually just dropped off. And turns out my neighbor across the street raises bees, so that's gonna be really cool for all my plants and flowers. So this is kind of like an entrance way I caved out. As you see, some plants I have right here, like the tamarind, and some bananas, some coconut palms. And as we go in here, we'll have some things on the ground. But I really need to clear some space and kind of like really decide on what's gonna go where, because I have some things like that's dragon fruit, and over here I want to do like one of the main sections, or at least just start a row. And I want the row to go down there. It's gonna go all the way across here, but it's just deciding what soil is good. As you see here I have some star apples, some sugar apple, as you could tell. And it's kind of hard just deciding where I'm gonna begin, break ground, because I'm trying to envision how I want the property to be, how the farm to be. And you know, I still wanted to retain some of its natural aspects, some of its natural trees, and I just don't want to take down everything. I still want to maintain, you know, some of it, and you know, try to build around it. First fruit tree on the property, which will be a sugar apple. Now I really don't know where to begin on planting because, as you see, there is so much space. I'm used to working with like a small space like my house in Bradenton, so to me this is kind of like a shocker, and yeah, I don't really know where to start, so I'm just going to begin by planting something, and then from there I'm going to work around with it. So yeah, now looking around with me, I was kind of trying to like budget the space, but I'm like, dude, I can't because there's just too much space I have to work with now. Like a fruit tree can go everywhere, so yeah. So after working very hard, planting some fruit trees, we're gonna enjoy a nice Chinook mango. Now, as you see in the background there, that's where I planted some things, the sugar apples. And I recently just planted a star apple right over there. So, you know, we are starting to shape the land and plant the things, the fruit trees that we like. And, you know, in a few years, this is going to be producing, and I can't wait. Here we have our little table and the Chinook mango. So we're just going to cut this open and just see it on the inside. Oh my god, look at that. Nothing better than a good cold mango after you just finished working very hard in the hot sun. So very good. So this is what we accomplished today. We basically planted 2 sugar apple varieties. These are the Vietnamese, and we also I mapped out where I'm going to plant the next set of plants. Now this is also going to go back here, and I'm also going to remove some of these bigger plants or trees right here. But I also want to do something right here in the middle, such as mulch, and then I'm going to do like bananas and other varieties of you know, mangoes and different things. Now I also want to plant some mangoes over here, you know, once I clear this up. This is just some brush I got from chopping some of these trees. Now the plan is to basically grow out these trees until we need to trim the rest of these branches, and when we trim those branches, it's going to open up sunlight. But for now, in the summer, we want to keep them shaded, and you know, they're still going to get sun, such as this Caimito right here. This is actually a green star apple. As you see, the leaves are very big, and under, you could tell because it's like a nice golden color. And this one, I believe, is actually flowering. If you guys can see down here, there's actually the little flowers coming. But I want these to grow large, so I probably will not let that fruit right now. And as you see, this is kind of what I'm working with. Over here I have some dragon fruit, and I have some things I have to plant still. But as we go along, this is the hog plum I just planted, and I believe it's a red variety, but I like how it looks, and I'm excited to let it kind of grow out and branch out and eventually fruit, you know.